Welcome to Silver and Black Films presents The Offensive Identity is Forming.
The autumn wind is a pirate, blustering in from sea. With a rollicking song he sweeps along, swaggering boisterously. His face is weather-beaten. He wears a hooded sash, with a silver hat about his head, and a bristling black mustache. He growls as he storms the country, a villain big and bold. And the trees all shake and quiver and quake as he robs them of their gold. The autumn wind is a raider, pillaging just for fun. He'll knock you round and upside down and laugh when he's conquered and won.
Well, I've had a rough go of it lately because this Mikey Raider fool bit my title. I did 2 shows of post-game aftermath, and all of a sudden he decides that's a nice title and he wants to use it. So I'm going to move on from that and go to something else. And today, that something else is going to be how the Oakland Raiders are finally forming an identity on offense. Having a superstar is the easiest way to form an identity. You just let that superstar do what he does and you can set up everything else you want to do off of that. Originally, that was Gruden's plan with superstar receiver Antonio Brown, but you know how that ended. So through the first quarter of the season, the Raider offense hasn't been pretty. But in week 4 against the Indianapolis Colts, it looked like there was an identity starting to form on that offense. The Raiders have a much improved offensive line and a young stud emerging at the running back position. And there are a few other pieces that can work off of that. In his only preseason action, Raider Nation got a little taste of what first-round running back Joshua Jacobs can do. His vision and patience were the first things that stood out. And that would carry on into the regular season. If there was a hole, please believe he was going to find it. And he follows his blocking until the last guy throws his block. This is just a little run, but you gotta love the vision, the jump cut, the burst, and the refusal to go down. He's a tough customer, and as according to Pro Football Focus, he's 3rd in the NFL in yards after contact among running backs with over 40 carries this season. I don't care if you're a 300-pound defensive lineman, you're not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. Unlike most running backs fresh out of college, he doesn't get caught looking for the big hole. He's just fine hitting the small hole for a gain of 3 or 4, and those yards after contact will get him even more yardage. His power and ability to find the small hole make him great in short yardage. Oh yeah, and Jacobs has the speed to hit the corner. And break a long run. And he can run the clock out, as he helped do that in week 1 against the Broncos. And like he did himself in week 4 against the Colts with these 2 runs. And he has good hands out of the backfield. And when he makes the catch, he's going to do something with it. Here he's going to block, catch the ball, then do something with it. He's starting to show the Raiders can build their offense around him. They can throw the deep ball out for play action to him. They can throw the deep ball off trick plays to him as well. And he's just the guy that can take the defense one way while somebody breaks a big play going the other. Tight end Darren Waller, the team's #1 receiver, does his damage off of play action to Jacobs. But Jacobs is the team's #1 receiver because he can get separation and man coverage. He can find a hole in the zone. He can run after the catch. And with his 4.4 40 speed at 6'6", 250, he can get deep. He was a receiver in college too, so like Travis Kelce, he can be a #1 receiver from the tight end position. At 6'4", 205, Ty Williams can go over the middle and make possession receiver catches. But don't get it twisted, he uses that height and length to catch deep balls over cornerbacks. He has the speed to run right by you too, so he's the ultimate deep threat. He's also money in the red zone with that big body. So far this year, Williams has 4 touchdowns in 4 games. It would have been 5 if quarterback Derek Carr would have thrown this deep ball out in front of him. The Raiders can also throw the deep ball to speedster J.J. Nelson off the running game. He just needs to stay healthy. For my money, Jacobs is the best player in this year's draft. His vision, patience, elusiveness, burst, balance, speed, and bulldozing power are quite the combination. Factor in his ability to pass protect and catch the football, and you got yourself quite an offensive player that you can build an offense around. Give that to opposing defenses in high doses, and they'll set their defense to stop him. Then when everyone's watching him, the Raiders have a tight end that's the #1 receiver and a deep threat. And they have one of the best deep threats in the NFL that could do it by winning jump balls or just plain running by his guy. And that same guy just so happens to be money in the red zone. Oh yeah, and he has one of the fastest men in the NFL on the other side of him. The Raiders are truly forming an identity on the offensive side of the ball, and it should lead to more points being scored soon. Thank you for watching and see you next week.